match, brought to you by Warrior Football.
A new season of the FA Cup with the same old opposition for Liverpool. Oldham Athletic and Liverpool just seem destined to go head-to-head in this famous old competition. Once again, for the third year running, they meet for the second time at Anfield. Liverpool led once again by the returning Steven Gerrard, and they will be looking to avoid the boundary part banana skin they suffered last season.
Yes, it's always difficult. Premier League clubs coming up against low division opposition, but I think the fact is that Anfield should really be in Liverpool's favour. Albeit there has been so many changes for Liverpool, I think 6 in total, but after a period of intense pressure with the games over the festive period, it's probably no surprise, but you still think that Liverpool have got enough and it should be too much for Oldham.
Well, it is father versus son today. Brendan Rodgers' son Anton is on the bench for Lee Johnson's Oldham. This is the Liverpool team, though, that Brendan Rodgers has picked. And as Gary says, there is a whole raft of changes. Opportunities today for the likes of Martin Kelly. Kolo Toure returns as well, while the likes of Luis Alberto, Victor Moses and Iago Aspas are all in from the start.
I think what it does do, it gives the opportunity to the likes of Aspas, Toure, Moses to get some game time under the belt, and Luis Alberto as well. The return of the Liverpool captain Steven Gerrard is a big plus for them. They have got plenty of experience in there with Daniel Agger, Jordan Henderson, who arguably has been Liverpool's best player this season, plays alongside Steven Gerrard. So, as I said before, there is enough in there for Liverpool, but you're always a little bit wary. No one out and out goal scorer, easy for me to say, and Luis Suarez, he's on the bench. But as I say, an Oldham side that came here 2 years ago and made it really difficult. Liverpool won, I think it was 5-1, but it was no way a reflection of like how well Oldham played. And obviously last season, the banana skin that was Oldham at Boundary Park. But I expect this to be a different game and Liverpool to be too strong.
Well, last season, Paul Dickoff was in charge of the victorious Oldham side when they beat Liverpool. Lee Johnson is the man in charge now, and he made 11 summer signings. Only 2 of this starting 11 played from the start last season at Boundary Park. Mellor came off the bench late on, but Grounds and Wesolowski were the only starters.
Well, I just think it shows you the way football is, the changes that happen in football clubs, not just in Premier League but in lower divisions as well. And it's an Oldham side, the masked marauder there, Wesolowski. I believe he's a Liverpool supporter. It remains to be seen, but I think they'll be difficult. They'll run hard, they'll try hard, but have they got the ability to break Liverpool down? I'm not so sure.
Well, back in the mid-1980s, Liverpool, of course, plucked a young player from Oldham Athletic. Wayne Harrison was sadly lost to the world on Christmas Day, and now the 2 teams and this wonderful crowd at Anfield will join forces to pay their respects to the sadly departed Wayne Harrison, who became the world's most expensive teenage footballer when he joined the Reds.
As a prolific goal scorer and later becoming the youngest first-team player in history at Boundary Park. Unfortunately, before breaking into the Liverpool first team, an injury left Wayne with irreparable damage to his knee, which forced him to quit the game and the career that would inevitably follow. Despite his bad luck, he harboured no bitterness about how his career panned out and returned to his hometown of Stockport, where he worked as an HGV driver for a local brewery. Wayne sadly passed away on Christmas Day at the age of 46. Please join us in a period of silence for him, and we also remember footballing great Eusebio, who has also died. The silence will begin on the referee's whistle.
moment at Anfield to remember. A young man who we all thought would go on and reach the top, and a young man that Gary knew very well.
Yeah, I think it's a no-doubt shame, isn't it? 46 years of age, pancreatic cancer. It just shows you the mortality of everybody, including football players and ex-football players. But lovely little chap and sadly missed.
Well, James Wesolowski is a Liverpool fan. Today he'll be hoping to be the mass marauder and take Liverpool down in the FA Cup for the second year running. Big day for the likes of Luis Alberto and Iago Aspas. Big day for Stuart Atwell as well, the referee, who did get onto the Premier League list at a very young age. Got a few high-profile. Sissoko, Moses, and that's Alberto. He's not far away. Best moment of the game so far.
Yeah, again, Liverpool find themselves in good situations in the wide areas. Sissoko just fires it across. We've seen him in advanced positions from the start of this game. It's a good combination. I think it was between Moses and Aspas, and then the little layoff to Alberto is a good one from Aspas. Sets him up lovely for the shot.
On by Moses. Luis Alberto, it's a lovely takedown. It's a lovely touch as well. Aspas, Henderson, plenty in the middle for Liverpool, including the man around the back, and it's cleared away by Grounds as Martin Kelly got himself into a really good position.
Well, he did really well, did Martin Kelly, to get yourself in that position. Lovely spot by Jordan Henderson, lovely little floated ball.
Sterling, Kelly. Sterling's delivery, Oxley with a good clean catch.
Well, they worked the situation well, Liverpool, on the right-hand side. The overlap from Raheem Sterling with Mark Kelly moving inside. Old face as well, Peter Robinson, old secretary, talking to the old manager.
Henderson, Moses, nice take. Sissoko, defender slips, very untimely. It was met by Aspas and the defender got himself in the way.
Well, it was the slip from Kasunga, wasn't it, that really allowed Sissoko, as we've seen regular occurrences on this first 45, getting himself forward.
It's a lovely ball by Luis Alberto. This is Iago Aspas, hard and low, just a little too heavy for Sterling coming in.
Well, it was good movement from Aspas. So often in this first period of the game, Liverpool looked to front it up. On that occasion,
Coutinho, Aspas, Gerrard, Sterling. Kelly arrives now. Sterling uses him as the decoy. It comes to Aspas. Liverpool lead. Iago Aspas. They finally find a way through. It's been frustrating so far, but finally a very cool finish from the Spaniard, who's had a long time to wait for that goal.
well, the patience has been rewarded, Liverpool. Lovely find from Steven Gerrard out on the right-hand side. Liverpool have used this to great effect in the second half. Raheem Sterling on this occasion picks out a red jersey. Aspas still got a lot to do. It's a little bit behind him and it bounces up at an awkward height, but he just manages to get his foot high enough and over the ball enough to control it, and all he does is guide it into the far corner. Oxley, wrong-footed. Liverpool take to the lead.
A very good finish by Iago Aspas. Sterling. There's the header again, this time the woodwork denies Aspas. Henderson. Lovely ball, Sterling can go all the way on goal if he wants it. It's Coutinho, dear. That's gone a long way back in the cup.
Well, it's not the best finish from Coutinho, but for me it should never really arrive at Coutinho's feet.
It's nice by Wazalowski. And the strike not far away in the end. Danny Phillips-Scout with the effort.
But it's good from Oldham's point of view. We really did get players in backup situations. The drive forward and the shot from Phillips-Scout is not a million miles away. Had it been on target, I don't think Jones was getting there. I think Liverpool going a little bit sloppy.
Smith. It's not a bad ball either. Phillips-Scout. And Jones has come. Now they're appealing for a penalty. Liverpool have got the ball away. The Oldham fans are incandescent behind the goal. Liverpool still haven't cleared. Harkins. Dayton with the attempted cross. And the final shot was by James Wazalowski. Well, there was something worth seeing here.
Well, I think there might have just been a little push on the back. It would have been harsh to give a penalty for that. I think it was Jordan Henderson that had got back in the back of Gary Harkins, I think it was. But Liverpool were under a little bit of pressure there. Couldn't really get the ball clear.
That's Sterling inside. Steven Gerrard waits in the middle. Sterling. Gerrard finds the side netting. He's not going to get a corner for it, but he started it and he nearly ended it.
I think you just see the difference between Liverpool in the first 45 as opposed to the second 45 with Gerrard in an advanced position. Again, it's Raheem Sterling. He's caused Oldham all sorts of problems down this right hand side. He picks out Steven Gerrard. He does well. He gets his head up.
That's a lovely take and turn. Beaten away well by Brad Jones. Wonderful piece of play though. Oldham almost finding themselves really good level. Petrasso so close.
Well, it's a beautiful turn on the edge of the box. He makes that little diagonal run, doesn't he, from a wide right position.
Here's Aspas. Lots of movement. Sterling. Oh, game over now. Raheem Sterling's effort wasn't going in, but inadvertently off the defender, it flies into the back of the net. One of those horrible moments for James Tarkowski. Oldham have had a real go, but their day is done.
Well, they've really got themselves to blame. Jonathan Ground's a little bit casual, giving the ball away to Aspas. And then the follow-up from Raheem Sterling, who's been positive in this second half. The shot was going wide until it comes off. Tarkowski just flies past the helpless Mark Oxley in the Oldham goal, and you'd have to feel that that's Oldham's race run now.